Hey everyone, Heather here with another episode of What's the 411? And today I'm going to give you the 411 on the Ninja Thirsti. And that just means I'm going to tell you some things that you need to know, but may have never even thought to ask. First, what I thought we'd do is go ahead and orient ourselves to the Ninja Thirsti and describe what you actually get in your pack up. First of all, the Ninja Thirsti is a sparkling and still water maker. And yes, I know what you're thinking already. It is very similar to the SodaStream with some very important differences that we're going to unpack today. Now, first and foremost, in your pack up, you are going to get, along with your machine here, a owner's manual. You're going to also get a quick start guide. And one thing you will notice right off the bat is that you are not going to get a recipe book. However, in your quick start guide, there are a couple of recipe suggestions and recipes to get you started up and running. Okay, so just note that again, and you've heard me say this in my other videos, that it's becoming very, very expensive to create those recipe books. So a lot of manufacturers are no longer doing it. So just be aware of that. What you're also going to get in your pack up is a starter pack, a starter 8-pack of Ninja Thirsti water drops. Okay, now one thing you do need to know is that if you do purchase the one that is exclusive to Walmart, you are not going to get an 8-pack, you're going to get a 4-pack. Okay, now speaking of the water droplets, Ninja right now has over 20 different flavors, and they're adding more as they go along, as the Thirsti is still relatively new for them. However, those 20 that they have out right now span across 4 different lines. Okay, you have the Splash line, which is akin to spa water or those essence pitchers where you kind of add slices of fruit and it kind of diffuses into the water and just gives you the essence of pineapple, orange, whatever fruit. So your Splash is unsweetened and it just gives you the light essence of fruit. In this example, it's tart lemon. Okay, the next line is the energy line, and this one is open because I have used it. The energy line is one of the sweetened options that Ninja offers. However, do note that every line is sugar-free. So this is sweetened, but it's not sweetened with sugar. It is sweetened with sucralose. And you may be wondering, what is sucralose? Sucralose is better known or commonly known as Splenda. It's the same active ingredient in Splenda. So if you've used Splenda before, that's what all of the sweetened options that Ninja provides is sweetened with. Sucralose, aka Splenda. Okay? So in the energy line also includes 50 milligrams of caffeine. So that's what's giving you the boost of energy. So do know that this is the only one that is, this line is the only one that's caffeinated. So if you're one that needs that energy boost, or you're looking for something with some caffeine in it, the energy line is for you. If you're not, I still want to make you aware that this line includes caffeine. So if you're one that is trying to avoid caffeine, this line would not be for you. The next offering that they have is the Hydrate line. And the Hydrate line, also sweetened with sucralose, also includes electrolytes like potassium and sodium to give you that extra boost. This is great after a workout if you need to replace all the electrolytes that you have sweated out. Tastes very, very good. Again, sweetened with sucralose, aka Splenda. Your next line is the vitamins line, and the vitamins line is enhanced with the B vitamins, basically B3, B6, and B12. So if you're looking for a way to kind of get a little more of the B vitamins, this is a great, tasty way to do it. Again, sweetened with sucralose, aka Splenda. Now, with regard to our tour of the machine here, the great thing about the Ninja Thirsti is not only does it offer options for sparkling water, but if you don't want any fizz at all, it can do still drinks. So here you have the option for still, and if it were on, you would just press this button here. I know it's kind of hard to see because it's in black, but there are three little sparkling bubbles here, and that's your and basically if it were on, you would just toggle back and forth. Okay, so still is absolutely no fizz at all. And if you toggle to one will give you a light fizz. If you toggle to the second dot, you're going to get something that's akin to typical seltzer water. So if you drink classic seltzer, that's what 2. 3 here is going to give you the maximum fizz. So that's going to be the strongest one. Now, one thing to consider is that if you purchase the model that's exclusive to Walmart, you're not going to get 3 sparkling options. You're only going to get 2 sparkling options, including the still. So do keep that in mind because that's an important difference between the model that's exclusive to Walmart and the one that's commonly on the market. One important thing you'll also notice is that there's a start button right here, but there's no stop button. That's really important to note because the way the system is designed is that once you are finished, what it will do is it will go into sleep mode after about 10 minutes of inactivity. And then to wake it up, you can just press any button and then it's raring to go. Or if you are just done for the day and you don't keep your Thirsti on your counter already plugged in, all you need to do is simply unplug it. But whatever you do, do not press start again. Because if you do, the system will go into automatic drain mode and it will drain all of the water out of your system. And there's no way you can bypass that. So don't make the mistake of thinking, well, I don't see a stop button. I guess I'll press start again. No, don't do that. Like I said, you can either just simply unplug it if you're done for the day, or if you leave it plugged in all the time, ready and raring to go on your countertop, it's going to go into sleep mode after 10 minutes of inactivity. Okay, so do keep that in mind because it's very important. This is your mixing tray. Okay, this is where you can add your water drops. Okay, and basically what you do is lower it down here and choose your drops. And here I've got a hydrate 1 already opened. So I'm just going to put one in. You just put it in like that. And you don't have to worry about it leaking or anything. Ninja's thought of everything. Okay. And then let's say just grab this one and I'm going to do energy. Okay. And then you just go like that. Now this piece of paper is starting to come off. So I'm just going to rip it off. Okay. One thing I also want you to notice, see how simple that was? One thing I also want you to notice is that these caps are coated. They're blue or white. And if you already own a Ninja Thirsti and you've noticed when you plug it in and you insert your water drops, you'll notice that you'll see some LED lights light up. That's because this Thirsti is engineered to read these caps, okay? So that's how it knows exactly how many droplets to enter to mix into your drink to make it perfect, okay? So I know what some of you are already thinking. You're like, okay, well, Heather, can I just, after I, finish with this splash here, can I just save this and pour in some of, my favorite soda mixes? You can, but here's the caveat. Because this machine is designed to work with Ninja Thirsti drops, and it's designed to read these water drops, yes, you can save these and put your favorite non-Ninja drinks in them, but you may not necessarily get a very good mix because, again, this machine is designed to run and recognize Ninja Thirsti drops, so it knows immediately how much to put in to custom mix your ultimate drink. So, there's no way around that. But one thing you can do that you may not be aware of is that you don't necessarily have to run it with any type of flavor at all. So if you just want to make some seltzer water, you can, and you can just leave this empty and it'll still dispense great seltzer water, which you can then add your own desired flavoring if you want, without having to pour it and just mix it yourself. Okay. But I just want to make you aware of that. And that's why you see the LED lights and things of that nature when you turn it on. If you already own one and were wondering, why does it do that? It's because it's reading these. Okay. So do keep that in mind. Now, another important thing, if you've noticed, that makes the Thirsti a little bit different, is you actually have this 48-ounce water chamber that's attached to it. It reminds me when I first saw it of like a Keurig for sparkling water. Okay, you'll also notice that there's a little stopper here that's bright blue. Okay, and that's there to let you know that your water is at the optimum temperature, because Ninja engineers have already figured out that cold water actually carbonates much better than room temperature water. So it's recommended that you actually leave this 48-ounce chamber in your refrigerator to keep it at optimum temperature, and so that it's always at the ready to when you're ready to make your drinks. And you can also buy additional 48-ounce containers, and at the time of this recording they're about $19.99 each. So you can buy multiples of them and have them at the ready for you, which is great. Um, Now, another important thing to know is that you can also toggle between sizes. And this button right here is marked size. And if it were on, you just toggle between all the sizes. And you can choose between 6 ounces all the way up to 24. So it's 6, 12, 18, and 24. Okay. Now, the important thing to know about that is that Ninja disperses and mixes your drink in 6-ounce increments. Okay, that's really important. So, if you just want 6 ounces of seltzer water or still water, then you can only choose one flavor. Okay, you can't do a mix. So, if I were only going to do 6 ounces of water and I wanted to actually flavor it, then I would have to choose and I couldn't have both of these. Okay, so let's just say I don't want the energy because I don't want the caffeine right now. Okay, but I choose this one. Okay, so I'd only be able to mix one flavor into the seltzer water or still water. Okay, and there's also these two lower buttons that are marked combo, where my fingers are right now. You can also customize how much of each flavor water drop that you want. So if you press this button, and what you can't see is that there's a dot here, that's for the lowest amount, and 2 is for the highest amount of actual water drops. Okay, and then if I were doing 2, then I'd go to the second one and I do the same thing. 1 for the minimum amount, 2 for the maximum amount. Okay, so it really allows you to customize your flavor. But just recognize that, again, if you only want 6 ounces, you can only do one flavor. You can't do mixture. Now, if I were going to go ahead and do a mix, make sure it is on the right side, then I would go ahead, put this back in, and I'd have to choose at the very least the 12 ounce. I'd have to toggle to at least 12 ounces. So you can mix at the 12 ounce, 18 or 24 ounce levels. Okay. And when you do that, that means at the 12 ounce level, and right here, this is the area where you just place your cup. Okay. At the 12 ounce level, it's going to disperse 2 times in 6 ounce increments. So it's going to disperse the first 6 ounces and mix, and then it's going to there's going to be a pause, and then it's going to disperse again the second 6 ounce mix. The reason why I'm taking the time to tell you that is because there is a pause in between, and you may think, oh, is it done? And it's not. So you may grab your drink a little early. Don't do that. Basically, when it's done, you're going to hear a little jingle. And if you've bought any other Ninja products, you're going to recognize the little song that it plays. And that's when you can remove your drink and drink it. Okay. So like if I was going to choose, say I want to do an 18 ounce glass, then it's going to cycle 3 times. And so it's going to basically pour 6 ounces 3 times for a total of 18 ounces. And then for 24, 4 times. Okay, so don't remove your glass until you hear the little Ninja song, because that's when you know that the Thirsti is finished and you can have at it at your drink. So that's really important. Now, another thing, because you may be thinking, just like, this is a 12-ounce glass. You may be thinking, well, gee, Heather, what if I don't want 12 ounces and I don't have this big, large glass? You don't have to use that, because look, Ninja has thought of that too. So if you have a smaller glass, you can just pop this down, okay, and put your little glass or cup, whatever vessel small vessel you want, and it'll work without getting all the splashing and stuff like that, because you've got this little small glass. So Ninja has really thought of everything. Now, another thing you need to know is that Ninja has some little light warnings to let you know that you need to do certain things. Like this section right here, and I just kind of pulled it out a little bit to show you. While it's dispensing your drink, you may get some water down in here. That's exactly normal. And when it needs to be emptied, where I have my hand right here, it's going to illuminate orange. So when you see that, it's the system letting you know, hey, there's some water in here, or please empty me, basically. So that's what that's about. Also, in this button right here that I began the presentation with, where you're actually toggling between your still and sparkling, it will illuminate orange when your CO2 levels are low and you need to actually replace your canister. Okay, so when this starts glowing orange, it's letting you know, hey, CO2 low. And the great thing about the Thirsti is that Ninja has an exchange program that you can join when you buy your Thirsti. Or you can also, if you don't want to join the program, you can purchase them, like my local Walmart carries them. You can also purchase them directly from Ninja. You can also purchase them directly from HSN or QVC if you do a lot of TV shopping from the shopping channels. So that's great. Now, that brings me to another important thing that I didn't show you, because you may be wondering, okay, I'm going to move these glasses here just so I can get to it and show you. The Ninja has, I'm going to turn it around so I can kind of show you, in the back, what to do. I got to turn it almost all the way around. But that also brings a good point, is that your power cord is connected to your unit, so you don't ever have to go searching for that. But right around here, I can give you a whole tour, excuse that. You will see that there is a little door, okay? And in this little door is, surprise, your canister, and you can lift it out, and it is a 60-liter screw top canister, okay? And so literally what I mean by screw top is you just line it up and then turn it until you can't turn it anymore, and you know that you have done it properly when you don't hear any type of fizz. I'm just going to turn it around right now. Sorry about all the noise, but hey, doing this on a glass table. Okay, so we're just going to turn. There we go. Alrighty then. Okay, so now we are back in business. Okay, so if you had done it improperly, you would hear a buzzing sound when you go to carbonate. If you don't hear that sound and you just hear, the normal sound of it working, And you know what I mean. It's gonna obviously make some noise when it's on. Um, you're fine, but you'll hear if you've not tightened the canister or put it in improperly, you'll hear a very distinct buzzing sound, and it's like, wait a minute, something's not right here. Now, I just want to also maybe get to what some of you may be thinking. You're like, hey, I have a soda stream. Will my canisters for the soda stream work in the Ninja Thirsti? And I'm going to be very frank with you. Ninja, of course, wants you to purchase the Thirsti canisters for obvious reasons. However, if you do own a soda stream and that model soda stream uses 60-liter canisters like this, these do work. They have to be the screw top canisters, okay? So the answer is yes, if you have a SodaStream model that uses 60-liter screw top canisters. So not all of them, but that particular type will. There's also another company that specifically makes CO2 canisters that are compatible with both the SodaStream and the Thirsti. So you don't necessarily have to use the Ninja Thirsti canisters, but you do need to utilize canisters that are 60-liter and screw top. Now, Ninja, of course, wants you to utilize theirs. It's up to you, but I'm just letting you know that you can utilize the 60-liter screw top CO2 canisters in this machine, because that's the type of canister that it will take. So just putting that out there because it's the truth. All right. And so, I aim to empower you. Okay. Now, you also may be wondering, okay, Heather, what's the deal on the price? Give me the 411 on the price. And as of right now, the best price on the Ninja Thirsti was the same at Amazon as well as Walmart, and it was $149.99. Okay, I will tell you it is worth doing some comparison shopping, because a lot of times you will see, especially as the weather warms up across the country, that a lot of establishments will have specials on the Thirsti, and you may be able to get it for a great price for less with more. Like, for instance, I know Ninja for a time was offering the complete Thirsti machine as well as the 24 ounce travel jug, which was a great deal, especially if you're one that goes to the gym, things of that nature. Some other things that you need to know with regard to the 48 ounce canister. Remember, I told you, not canister, I should say, this water vessel. Remember, I told you earlier that you can go ahead or should leave it in the refrigerator so that it stays at the optimum temperature, so that when you're ready to go ahead and make your drinks, your water is ready and available at the optimum temperature. However, one caveat to that is that you don't want to freeze it. Okay, so you want to keep it cold, but you don't want to freeze this. Okay, that's very important. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so that is the 411 on the Ninja Thirsti. So I hope that you found this information useful. And if you did, please like and subscribe. It lets YouTube know that you are enjoying my content and helps my channel grow and me support my family. So I so appreciate you. And for those of you that have already liked and subscribed, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Have a great day and thanks for checking out the channel.